decades of neglect have left this log cabin as little more than a weathered shell. The first phase requires stripping the interior down to its bare structural elements. Heavy, moisture-damaged furniture must be removed before any real assessment can begin. Left unchecked, stagnant indoor environments trap humidity, accelerating rot in the floorboards and joists. Clearing the footprint isn't just about space. It resets the cabin's airflow. Wood needs to breathe to survive. Dragging out the dead weight reveals what the foundation is actually resting on. With the floor plan open, attention turns to the masonry. Years of ash, collapsed mortar, and soot have choked the fireplace. Before laying any new brick, the hearth must be swept down to a solid base. Mortar cannot bond to loose dust or organic debris. A clean substrate ensures that the upcoming thermal full mass will properly distribute heat rather than trapping moisture in the gaps. The old ash is cleared. Outside, the builder excavates a small trench through the dense root layer. Disturbing the topsoil reveals the composition of the earth underneath. Sourcing clay or preparing a level footing requires getting below the organic matter down to the stable subsoil. With the hearth rebuilt, the interior envelope needs sealing. A smooth layer of plaster is troweled over the damaged ceiling. This compound fills the micro fissures in the aging material, stopping drafts and preventing insect intrusion. A fresh coat of white paint follows, serving a dual purpose. Beyond aesthetics, bright surfaces dramatically increase ambient light reflection. In a cabin reliant on natural window illumination and a single wood stove, optimizing light bounce is a functional necessity. The liquid mixture bonds to the porous brick and rough timber, creating a unified sealed barrier against the coming winter. The heavy gloom lifts. A dark box becomes a breathable room. Over a freshly cured floor, a fitted wooden door secures the entryway. A wire brush strips away the oxidized paint from the old window frames. Proper surface preparation ensures the new enamel can anchor directly to the wood grain. The white coating protects the timber from UV degradation and moisture rot. Matching the interior doors to the trim unifies the space. Every sealed surface reduces the maintenance burden for the years ahead. Attention now shifts to the exterior perimeter. Shoveling away accumulated soil exposes the stone foundation. Earth piled against structural logs is a slow death sentence, wicking ground moisture directly into the timber. Grading the dirt away reestablishes a crucial drainage plane. The cabin can breathe. With the foundation reinforced and a scorched wood boundary erected, the property transforms into a working homestead. The newly framed hutch provides a secure, elevated habitat for the rabbits. Raising livestock off the ground improves ventilation and protects them from soil-borne parasites and nocturnal predators. Out in the meadow, a long-handled scythe makes quick work of the overgrowth. It is one of the oldest and most efficient agricultural tools. The sweeping motion relies on the blade's precise angle and the operator's momentum, slicing the stalks cleanly rather than tearing them. This harvested grass will dry into hay, creating sustainable winter bedding and forage for the animals, closing the loop of dependency. Routine sets in. Drawing water from a natural spring is a daily requirement. Locating and utilizing a reliable groundwater source dictates the viability of any off-grid settlement. The stone well acts as a natural cistern, filtering the runoff and providing a steady yield. Without consistent access to clean water, neither the garden nor the livestock can survive a dry season. It is the lifeblood of the entire operation. Processing standing timber provides the necessary fuel. Dry, split wood ignites faster and burns hotter. A curved wooden beam is positioned against the restored stone, adding a structural accent to the facade. Beneath the window, a heavy wooden box is mounted directly to the exterior logs. Anchoring into the load-bearing timber requires deep fasteners to support the immense weight of wet soil and growing roots. Planter boxes, positioned under roof overhangs, benefit from partial shelter against torrential rains, while still catching the morning sun. This proximity to the kitchen window creates a favorable microclimate, absorbing residual heat escaping through the glass. Function meets simple design. The exterior is finally complete. Inside, the restored chimney draws perfectly. The wood stove serves as the mechanical heart of the cabin. The cast iron body absorbs the fire's intense output, radiating a steady, comfortable heat long after the flames die down. Fresh meat is sliced and dropped into a thick metal pot. Cooking over wood requires reading the temperature of the metal rather than relying on a dial. A heavy lid traps the steam, breaking down the tough connective tissues in the meat. Root vegetables are prepped and added to the simmer. Potatoes and onions act as natural thickeners, their starches releasing slowly into the rich broth. A slow braise transforms basic, hard-foraged ingredients into high-calorie sustenance, vital for recovering from manual labor. The meal is served at the newly painted table. The true payoff of a restoration project is the quiet that follows the work. The drafty, rotting interior has been replaced by a secure thermal envelope. Every repaired joint and sealed window contributes to this isolation from the elements. The space now provides warmth, security, and absolute calm. The work speaks for itself. Evening chores ensure the livestock are fueled for the night. Providing grain right before dark raises their internal body temperature, helping them endure the cold mountain evenings. A kettle on the stove prepares the final boiling water. In the end, structure, landscape, and daily routine operate as one system. What was a decaying ruin is now a place that produces, protects, and sustains itself. It is home.